Hi everyone, it's Belinda. Really excited to share this video with you. This album is one that I had created a couple of months ago, but I had to set it aside. I had a lot of things going on for the holidays and I didn't have a chance to do the video that I wanted, so I'm finally getting caught up on some of those things and I just can't wait to show you this album. This actually may be my all-time most favorite mini album that I have ever worked on. It is made using the K&Co Blue Awning paper stack. It's an older paper line, but I absolutely love it. The album base is by Bo Bunny, and I think it's called the Edgy album. And let's just jump right in. So on the cover, there is a foil watch, pocket watch, that was made using a spellbinder's die. You cut it and emboss it. And there's a little flower here that I made. It's got some Webster's trim underneath. These embellishments here came with the paper stack. This album is bound using hair ties, and what I like to do sometimes is a hair tie and then a split ring holding the hair tie in, so I think you can sort of see that. It's got some tulle on it, and I wanted it to look very aged, so I used my heat gun and kind of melted up the tulle a little bit, just so it would be kind of just a little different. This has a tassel on it, and it also has a charm on it that I made, just with some baubles and some beads. So let's just jump right in. Here's the first page. There's an acetate dragonfly here, and this little journaling tag can come out. There's room for a little note on the back. That slides right behind this acetate dragonfly. There's a little pocket here, and it has a Spellbinder's foil heart with more journaling on the back, and you can put a small little photo right there on the heart. And there's a tag here for a larger photo. And another little room for a smaller photo there on the back as well. So this around the edge mat is popped up on foam dots so that there's room for the tags to slide underneath. And there's also another little tag right here in the back of this photo mat. There's room for a little photo there too, and that just slides right back there. Okay, on this page I've got a couple of tags. There's a large acetate butterfly. There's a frame here. You can put a photo in. The frame is not adhered. I think it's on the inside edge. It's not adhered, so you can slide a photo right underneath that and you would just end up covering up the little butterfly. Here are two tags. Pull out of this pocket. There's room for more photos back there. And these tags each have a little charm on them. Room for a journaling spot. Room for journaling, sorry. So those slide right in behind the butterfly. And there's some leaves here that came from the paper line, and this just little flower from Prima. Okay. This page, there's a frame here, and this little blue piece is loose, so it can slide out and you can use it for a pattern, so you can know what size that photo can be. And then there's a pocket here with a little tag, room for journaling. And then let's pull this tag out here. This pocket was inspired by Catherine from the Scrap Beach because this little tag holds this pocket closed. So the tag goes back here, and when you close it, the flower slides right over the pocket and holds it closed. Alright, so anyway, this little flower I made out of some ribbon with a brad in the middle. And then when you open it up, there's room for a photo and maybe a little note there. There's some little tags here in the pocket. Oop. There we go. And then there's room also, whoops, I'll just close it and grab the tag out of the front. And there's a tag here. This is a Seven Gypsies tag with a sentiment from the paper collection on it. And that just tucks right inside. Ah, clumsy me. Okay, and then on this page have a cute little banner. There could be a title on here, but I really liked leaving it plain. It's metal that's been embossed, and then there's some little flags attached to each pendant shape. There's one tag or folder that says love with a bow, and it opens up, room for a photo. And a large photo mat here with some foil corners, and you can tuck a photo behind here. This is not adhered, so you can slide something inside of there if you'd like. And this last photo mat. Isn't that pretty paper? I love this paper. So there's an acetate pocket here. I just took a piece of acetate and I used my script stamp, and I have stamped on it so you can sort of see it. Then I added the swirl from the paper collection, a little sticker, a little ticket, and put some of the little flowers. Those were little embellishments that went with the same paper line. And then these tags just slide behind the banner into the pocket. Okay. This pocket, little frame there for a date or a name. Here's one of the little the little tickets, and a little flower that I made using a paper punch with a little piece of lace behind it and a felt leaf. That's another one of the spellbinders, hearts, and a little pin that I made. Little stick pin. Here's another tag, and then here's this tag was made out of a K&Co paper that had an embossed design on it, and then I just inked around it. Made this flower with a little piece of ribbon and a button. And the back of that is one of those 7 Gypsies tags. And then this tag right here is, it's a piece of acetate that I cut with one of Tim Holtz dies, and then I embossed it, and then I inked it with alcohol ink. So you can stick a photo right on there, on both sides actually. And there are 2 pockets on this page. There's a pocket right here, and then there's a pocket in behind. Oops, I did that upside down. Let's turn it around. Okay. And then on this page we have one of my all-time favorite ribbons right here. I did a couple of photo mats and tags in this pocket, so let's start with the back one. This photo mat has been cut using a Spellbinders die. There's some stamped images, really faint, on the background here, and then room on the back to write. And then here's a longer tag. Oops, I got a hitchhiker there. Longer tag with one of the embellishments that go with the paper collection, and this rub-on also matched the paper collection. Oh, I love these colors. Oh, there's another photo mat with a Spellbinders shape, and then just a punched edge with some more paper. So I love that paper. Okay, this is a little photo wallet. Turn it like that so you can see room for a photo here. And I have a little die that cuts this shape here, and I cut it out of gold foil paper, and then I alcohol inked it with this kind of bronzy color so that it would match, or coppery color that would match the rest of the paper. There's a magnet under here. Here's some more pieces from that same foil paper. And then it opens like this. There's a little tiny photo mat. It tucks right behind the word us. And then I've got just some fiber stuck here. There's room for a photo here, and then inside this little wallet is another tag. So you can write more there, and you can tuck another photo behind there. Oops. And I was also going to mention you can put a really cute photo there, and then this can just sit over the top of it. And the magnet holds that shut, and then all of these tags just fit really nicely. They stack right up, and they all slide right in that pocket. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? Big space for a photo right there. And this paper is beautiful. It's all raised up. It's just yummy. Okay. Now on this side, we've got 3 different tags. Here's another one of those acrylic tags. This one was cut, embossed, and then inked with Stays-On ink. And it has a little charm on it. It's got a dragonfly with some little beads and fibers. And this is some more of that K&Co paper that I just used my Distress ink and added the colored background to this paper. It was just kind of a cream colored paper. And I think this, I'm not sure, I think that might have been one of those Recollections or Prima flowers that I picked up at Michael's in the canisters. This is, oh, I'm totally drawing a blank. A border sticker that I got, and I think it was from Hot Off the Press. I think this set was from Hot Off the Press. Okay, here's the other tag. Got a little bling on the leaf. Same corners. And those tuck in this side of the pocket. And then I have this punched edge here down the middle. Room for a photo here, some bling, a little metal butterfly, and then another tag that comes out of this side. It's got a little heart on it, and room for another photo there. Then there's a punched edge right here. This is from a Spellbinders die. So that sits right there. And then this one will go back in that hole. Okay, this is my favorite page, for sure. This is my favorite page. I used my Spellbinders to punch these 2 shapes. They're popped up on dimensionals underneath so that they form a nice pocket. This paper's from the collection. This is from an old K&Co paper line. The flower I punched out using my little paper punch. Oh, sorry, I can't remember the name of it right now. It will probably come to me before we're done. And then a little dragonfly. When I put glossy accents on him, his wings kind of curled up a little bit, so that was really pretty. These little corners, I picked these up at a booth at the last Scrap Expo. I hope you can see them. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And so if you saw my favorite things video, my 2011 must-haves, this was one of my items, and I use this all the time for this type of work, to adhere these little tiny laser cut pieces. Okay, so the rest of this page, there, made this flower, I made this flower, just some ribbon, and then these little leaves right here were cut from this ribbon. You can see the leaf right there. So I cut it out and used those for this flower. And then there's a little metal piece behind here. Okay, then the tags. There's one of my foil tags that I do. Have these tags on my Etsy shop, and the address will be below if you want to take a look. And then I just put a little journaling spot on the back. This lace is vintage lace that I got in a fabulous find at a local flea market. There's a pretty little photo mat and place to journal, or you could put another photo there. And then it's got some hitchhikers. I think I had a piece of fiber that just kind of came apart in my book. Here's a bigger photo mat, and that rub-on came with the paper collection too. Room for a photo right here, and absolutely room to put one right inside that cute little picture frame there. So these tags also will kind of stagger and layer as they come out of that pocket. Okay, pages are getting bigger. They're barely fitting in this window. Okay, on this side I've got a little key. These are embellishments that came with the paper line. This is an acetate overlay, and I turned it into a pocket. I added a couple tags. There's another one of my foil tags. I used the, I think this was the brick folder from Tim Holtz. And then room to write on the back. And let's see. Oh, don't be stubborn. And then this tag pops out, and it says heartfelt there, and you can stick another photo there. And then this one you could actually put a photo behind here as well. So that serves as a pocket, or you can actually put a photo in there. I'll tuck these back in. Actually, this one is my favorite page. I know I said the other one was, but I forgot. This one really is my favorite page. Okay, I'll start over here. This little pocket right here just has a piece of, I think this was, might have been a Prima embellishment or a recollection. It's got a punched border here. It has a little tag that slides out of the pocket. It's got a flower that I made, put a brad in the center of it, room for a photo on the back. And then this little tag slides out. Butterfly has been glossy accented. It's got a little bit of bling in there. And then room for a sentiment on the back. And I want to turn this sideways so you can see. I accordion folded some of that gold cardstock to make this very dimensional, so you can see how much space there is in there, because it slides and holds this shut. This is a die cut piece of gold foil paper, and I used my alcohol inks to stain that kind of the copper color. I made this little flower to go in here, and then I used my spellbinders to cut this green paper, and I created a book. You can see the book here. There's a spellbinders gold foil heart that I alcohol inked, and then the pages have been aged a little bit, so room to write or add more photos. And then the key to the heart is back here. And again, like I said, this slides right behind that last page and over to hold that shut. And this tag also comes out from here, so you can actually just stick a photo on that. And then there's the back. Has a pretty little, this is a piece cut out of flocked ribbon that I really liked. And I stamped a couple places on the back. I stamped this on here. And I think this piece of paper came from the Tattered Times collection. So that is my book. Look how thick that is when it's standing up. And when it's standing on a shelf, it's gorgeous because this thing just fans out beautifully, and you can sort of peek into each page as it's sort of standing there, like, I mean, it lays open like this. So I think this really is one of my most favorite mini albums. I loved working on this project. I loved the colors. I'm sorry it took me so long to do a video because I've been anxious to share this with everyone. As I put this mini together, I set aside one of each of these items to put a kit together. So I have one kit of this mini album, with the exception of the album base itself. I do not have any more of these album bases. It was Bo Bunny Edgy mini album. I will offer on my Etsy shop the one kit that will make this same album, and I can cut on the edge dies that will do some similar, you know, they'll do some edge shapes. They won't be this exact one, but similar. So you can check on my Etsy store. The address is below. Please leave a comment. I hope you liked this mini. Thank you.